Now on the next episode. In today's video I'm going to carry on the repair from the previous video. It was the Nintendo Switch OLED, which I tried to repair. I reballed the NAND memory, but at the end of the day it was the problem with the 3.3 volt chip. I've ordered the chips from AliExpress and they arrived yesterday. So we can carry on our repair. Alright, so let's have a look at it again. So we had problem in the previous video with this chip. And this is the chips I've ordered from AliExpress. They arrived quite, quick. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to desolder this tape first, and then we will see. So this is this chip. And you know what? This cap doesn't look good, to be honest with you. Before I remove that chip, I'm going to remove this cap, actually. And if you can still see, the short. Let's measure it again. The multimeter in the continuity mode, the beep mode, and let's check if we got still short here. And you see? This line is completely shorted. 3.3 rail is shorted. So I didn't think about it in the previous video, but I think this cap, because it doesn't look good, it may cause the problem with this chip. So before I remove the chip, it's better to remove this cap first, and we will see. Alright, multimeter. And we still got the short. So that cap was alright, actually. So we need to remove that chip now. No worries, I will replace this connector later. The most important thing is that rail now. So let's check now if we still got the short. And yes, we still got a short. And the line 3.3 lay is still shorted to ground. So the chip was good. The capacitor was good. So what else can be wrong with it? It's taking 0.03 amps. At the moment I can't see anything wrong. But the problem is in this area, definitely. Alright, let me just measure again those caps. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to inject 3.3 volts here. Alright, so I'm injecting 2.8 volts, 1 amp. Alright, so 3, 2, 1. What is getting hot actually now? It's taking at the moment 1 amp. I can't see anything wrong. Let's flip this over. So you see, but you know the voltage is 0.21. Voltage dropped from 2.8 to 0.28. So something is wrong. It looks like a capacitor, you know. I think it's a capacitor. We've got also Wi-Fi module, which is under the shield. So I'm going to remove that shield. Now we are going to look at this Wi-Fi module. And have nothing here. You know, I'm going to try something different. Alright, so this is the battery connector. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to cheat this system and inject the voltage where I show you it. So what I'm going to do, I'm going just to plug this here. Here is, you know, 10 kilo ohms resistor between the temperature, the middle cable, the gray one. See the gray? And between the ground. So there is a 10 ohms resistor. This is just to cheat the system. So I'm going to inject voltage here, 4.2. 4.2 is like, you know, the fully charged battery. So plus here, minus here. And yes, and I'm going to inject 4.2, 1 amp. Right, so let's plug the power cable. Alright, so I'm injecting 4.2 volts, 1 amp. I need to press the power button. And you can't really see, but it's stuck on 0.1 amp. So from this point of view, it doesn't see any problem at all. And I think it's because I've removed that chip. And this chip is some kind of bridge. And I think we need to solder this chip back. And then try. And then try to inject some voltage. And we should look at the thermal. We should look at the motherboard through thermal camera. Maybe we will see something, you know. Maybe we are able to see what is wrong with this. At this point, the problem is with the, I think, with the NAND memory actually, because it's stuck, it's 0.1 amp. Normally it should be between 0.2, 0.25, something like this. But in this case, it's stuck. So we've got problem with the NAND memory, but like I said, maybe because of that 3.3 voltage regulator. And we should solder this back and then try. All right, so let's do it. Let's check again. Yes, the short is still there. First, what I'm going to do, I'm going to remove another capacitor. Let's measure now. I'm still short. All right. All right, so I'm going to check if we got short here again. Yes. We still got the short. Unfortunately, it didn't disappear. So let's plug our resistor into the battery connector. Minus and plus. Also the battery and also the power buttons. All right, and 4.2 volts, 1 amp. And we've got full short now. Before it was 0.1 amps, but now we've got full short. So I'm going to look at the thermal camera. What is wrong? Because I suspect this chip again. And no. This chip is... Oh, you can't see me. Oh, sorry. Alright, so let me inject, and we've got full short. It's taking 1 amp at the moment. Can we see what is getting hot? Something is really getting hot. 1 amp. You show up. And I can't really see, you know. What is getting hot at the moment? Alright, let's turn this off. What I'm going to do, I'm going to check the power management IC if we've got the short on the APU. Because something is definitely wrong with it. This is our power management IC. Multimeter in the beep mode, continuity mode, black probe on the ground. It can be the charging port. And like I said, this chip is the most important. And this chip is alright. This is line 1.8. This is line 3.3. What can be wrong with it? After I've reballed the NAND memory, the problem appeared. So it can be the problem with the chip, the NAND memory, or maybe something else. You know what? Let's remove that chip. Let's remove the NAND memory. And this is the moment of truth. When I soldered, the NAND memory, this happened. Ground. And look at this. So there's no short anymore. So the problem is actually our NAND memory. So it's no good. Alright, so as we can see, one part is missing. It's this one. This part is missing. So this dot is here. It's very characteristic. So we need to look at this dot. And on this corner, the part is missing. So this is this corner. And this part is missing. So this part is not important. It's not connected. It doesn't have any function. Alright, before I reball it, if I've got, data sheet. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to check what voltage should go there. You can see 3.3 volts. Now here you go, VCC. So VCC should be 3.3 about, yeah. It's up to 3.6, but in this case it's 3.3. And let's check VCC. E6. E6. The same is J10. J10. So I don't know why they called here VCC, but here it's VDDF. Can't understand this. Can we see any ground pin? Nope. We can't see any ground pin. And check where is the ground point. So black probe on the shield. Can be like this. So third pin is a ground point, actually. It's grounded. So it can be the ground point, yeah. The second pin, as we can see, VCC is E6. So we got E6. So it's the second pin. But the ground is VSS. VSS. What is VSS? Let's check this. Oh, many of them. Oh, VSS, as we can see, these are the ground connections. So the same multimeter in the continuity mode, the black probe on the shield. So this is our ground, and this is the line 3.3. And this line is not shorted. Alright. So we need to check the same on our NAND memory. So we know now that the pin next to it is the ground point. It's a ground pin. So now we need to check connections between this point and the next to it. And it's not shorted. Probably something went wrong when I was soldering the chip. Probably, those two lines, because they are very close to each other, next to it. So they had one big blob of solder. And that's why we had, short on the line 3.3 volts. Let's reball it. fuck? Shit. Just, push it too much. I've got enough of the switch, We will see. Alright, so first thing what I'm going to check is if we got a short on the 3.3 rail. So, because I pushed that NAND memory too much. And we still have got the short. Let's reball this eMMC once again. Let's do it. This is the last try. And if it's still there short on the 3.3 volts rail, that means, this eMMC is no good. This NAND memory is faulty. Alright, hot air, 400 degrees. First 380 degrees, I'm going just a little bit warm up. Do we have it? No. This rail is not shorted anymore. Look at this. The short's gone. The short's gone, actually. Wow. Let me just turn this on again. So we have no more shorts here on the 3.3 rail. Let me check back again this one. No shorts. Right, before I assemble it back, I just need to see if I plug the charger, how many amps it will take. Alright, so there is no point to to plug the screen, as we've got something wrong again. Is it the same problem like was before? Yes, this is exactly the same problem like was before. With what we can see here. Wow. Now we've got the short again. But this is completely dead short. You know, I'm tired of this console, you know, to be honest with you. It is the same situation like it was before. Let's check other 3.3 volts caps. As you could see, we had no shorts at all. And now we got different resistances. 271. So what can I think about it? Is it the cap or this IC or maybe something else? No idea. Alright, so first what I'm going to remove that cap, because you know, this is completely dead short on this cap. So as I expect, basically this cap is shorted, but you know, it can be that IC. Can be IC. I bet it's that ICs. Alright, so let's remove step by step. Before was 0 ohms. Zero. Completely 0 ohms. Alright, let's wait when it cool down. And this cup is good. There's nothing wrong with this cup. So the problem is that IC again, which is very weird. Very, very weird. Right, so let's measure again if we've got short here. No, we don't have any shorts. Alright, so now I'm going to plug the charger and see if something changed. Alright, the moment of truth. It should be 0 amps, you know. So let's plug our, you know, it looks, the situation now, everything looks like it was at the beginning. So there is no communication between eMMC and the motherboard. So it's totally dead. So we've got buttons, 4.1 volts, 1 amp, pressing the power button. So it's stuck on 0.1. and it won't go further. So in my opinion, the eMMC is faulty because it won't go to the stage 2. Now we've got this system in the stage 1, and when I press the power button, it's trying to communicate with the eMMC, but because the eMMC is faulty, we've got still the same problem. Yeah. Alright, so this battle wasn't easy. I spent lots of the time trying to fix it, but at the end of the day, we are at the same point that we were at the beginning. So it was taking 0.1 amp and it's stuck. And after the struggling, trying to fix it, I've got exactly the same results. So the problem is with the faulty NAND memory, and this is unfortunately is not fixable. Alright, thank you for watching, please like and subscribe, and see you next time!